see a mother crying because she lost her little girl, I don't see how that doesn't affect you. When you look at the sheer numbers of people, young people, who are being killed every single day, it's war numbers.
When I was about 21 or 22, over those 2 or 3 summers, I lost about 100 of my friends. I often wonder, would I see the age of 25?
My brother's a retired paramedic. He was a firefighter for 20 years. His son was murdered in the front of their home at a wake due to senseless gun violence. It's an ongoing cycle that you have to stop and wonder, when does it come to an end?
So the Live Free campaign is a national campaign of hundreds of faith congregations and clergy who take seriously that we are called to be peacemakers in our community, that we all are gathering our voices together to help amplify this pain in America that is too often left underreported. And so we are hoping to elevate the voices of many, many loved ones who find their lives overdetermined by gun violence in urban communities. Less than half of 1% of a city's population is responsible for more than 60% of the violence. Our strategies are intended to structure the resources of a city, whether it's their police department, their public health department, their parole probation department, their district attorneys, to focus on the less than half of 1%.
Basically, I consider us hood social workers. And it's a rewarding job, but sometimes it can be very stressful. But our philosophy is practicing diplomacy, speaking to a man like a man, speaking to a woman like a woman, and get to the bottom of the situation without further conflict. This work is real. It sometimes can go unrecognized as being real work. We got the streets, we are the streets, and we are the people that can bring about change.
Church of the Messiah is a church that actually stands up and put its faith where its mouth is. We have 213 units of housings. We took them from selling drugs and being gangbangers. Now we have a clothing line, a video production company, a candle company, a bow tie company, a tea beverage company. We got an 84-member marching band because we took the kids off the street, gave them a music program, which is a literacy program, which allowed them to go to college. Over the last 6 years, we got 108 kids in college, the majority on full ride scholarships. And we took them and showed them their power and their greatness. They go out and teach the other people in the community and neighborhood who have no hope that it is possible to have that hope. And all of that comes from church.
I think there's a tremendous amount of hurt and trauma in our neighborhoods that is lived out through violence. I chose to not complain about it, but I chose to adjust the policies because if, like King said, if we can't change the hearts of people, we can make them abide by the policy so that we can stand up for ourselves and make life better for ourselves and for our children.
And I think what tipped the iceberg was the Parkland situation. My husband and I went. Those families was treated and comfort in ways that urban families and communities are not. At the end of the day, there was a group of parents regardless of where they live, lost a child to gun violence. If we could connect that pain as one pain, I think we could begin to work together closer because it still hurts. When you go back to the civil rights, many of our social justice meetings took place in that black church. We want to rekindle that fire. We want to go before elected officials and they're not looking at just one group of people, but they're seeing all faith coming together, all races coming together as one because it's the right and moral thing to do.
Every day in cities across this country, people are working to create peace in their neighborhoods without lots of resources and lots of help and lots of acknowledgement. We are trying to lift up concrete strategies that we know work. We got to remember this. Our tax dollars are the dollars that can either be flowing into more police, more jails, or more healing and more peacemaking. I often say that a disorganized truth cannot defeat an organized lie. And so we have to get our truths organized around this notion that we can save lives without sending more of our loved ones to jail or prison.